We usually think of wild animals as beautiful but dangerous creatures. However, history knows many cases of wild animals saving people's lives. Want to hear these fascinating stories? Let's get into it. Number 1. The whale that protected a woman from a shark. In fall 2017, a marine biologist was swimming just off the Cook Islands when she suddenly saw a humpback whale approaching her. It wasn't that big of a deal until the whale started to bump into her with its head and belly. It made numerous attempts to carry the woman on its head, belly, or back. Incredibly confused, she returned to her research vessel, looked back into the water, and understood why the whale acted so weird. There was a tiger shark swimming really close to it. This whale was just trying to protect her and get her out of the water as soon as possible. According to specialists, humpback whales are extremely protective of their babies, always looking out for predators. So maybe it was simply a natural instinct for a whale to shield a helpless woman from a large, dangerous shark. Number 2. The beavers that comforted a young boy. Beavers are among the cutest animals ever, right? Well, after this story, you'll fall in love with them even more. A Canadian family of 3 had decided to go on a camping trip. Unfortunately, this trip ended in tragedy when the parents decided to go fishing while their son stayed on the shore. The parents' boat tipped over and they drowned. The young boy was scared and had no idea what to do. So he decided to walk to the nearest town he could find to get help. He walked for hours, but as the sun set, he realized he would have to spend the night outside. Completely exhausted, he settled on the ground and felt a warm furry body pressing against him as he fell asleep. When he woke up the next morning, he was really surprised to see 3 wild beavers sleeping against him. The temperature had dropped below 0, so if it wasn't for them, the young boy would most probably have frozen to death. Number 3. The beluga whale that rescued a diver. Free diving competitions are usually fun and exciting, but in 2009, one of them almost turned into a total nightmare. The competition was held at the Polar Land Aquarium in China, and competitors could also apply for a whale training job there. As one of the competitors dived into the freezing water, she developed a cramp in her leg and found that she couldn't swim. Thankfully, Mila, one of the beluga whales in the tank, noticed that something was wrong and grabbed the woman's leg, leading her to the surface and therefore saving her life. The woman was shocked but luckily completely unharmed. Number 4. The lions that saved a kidnapped girl. Back in 2005, a terrifying event happened to a 12-year-old Ethiopian girl. She was walking home from school when 4 men abducted her. Allegedly, one of them wanted to marry her by force. Of course, the police started looking for the girl right away, but they had almost no leads for over a week. Finally, they found the girl safe and sound in the company of 3 adult lions. According to the victim, they attacked the kidnappers, scared them away, and stayed with her until the police arrived. The policemen were shocked, but as soon as they approached the girl, the lions calmly went back into the woods. Some specialists suggest that the lions came to the girl's rescue because her crying and screams may have sounded like a lion cub. Whether or not it's true, one thing is certain: lions who usually attack people saved this little girl's life. Number 5. A deer that scared away an attacker. Deer are certainly elegant and beautiful creatures, but that doesn't mean they can't be scary sometimes. In winter 2012, a young woman in Ohio was leaving a party at about 1 a.m. and decided to walk home on foot. She was halfway there when she was attacked by an unknown man who grabbed her and hit her. He was just about to drag her into a field when he suddenly saw a deer who'd been woken up by the sounds of the woman struggling. This scared the man away, and he fled the scene immediately. This deer unknowingly saved this woman's life. She returned to the party and called 911 as fast as she could. Unfortunately, she couldn't describe enough of the man's appearance to the police, so the case remained unsolved. Number 6. The elephant that saved a girl from a tsunami. In 2004, the southwest coast of southern Thailand was hit by a horrifying tsunami. At that time, the region was full of foreigners who came to visit the country during the Christmas season. Among the people who tried to flee from the tsunami was an 8-year-old girl. Who knew what would have happened to her if an elephant hadn't sheltered her from the giant waves? After that, it carried her to higher ground on its back and tried to protect her from the approaching waves, turning its back to the waves to make sure the girl would be safe. The girl's worried family was exceptionally relieved when they saw the girl unhurt, and they credit the elephant with saving her life. Number 7. The gorilla that guarded a little boy. In 1986, a young boy was visiting Jersey Zoo. He was having a great time until he somehow fell into a gorilla enclosure and passed out from a severe head injury. Jambo, one of the gorillas, noticed him falling and immediately came closer to him, trying to comfort the boy by rubbing his back. Other gorillas couldn't help but notice the boy too, but they acted aggressively, seeing him as a stranger in their territory. However, Jambo instantly made it clear that the boy was protected, staying with him until zoo employees and medical workers arrived. Thankfully, everything turned out all right, and the boy received the necessary treatment. A similar situation happened at Brookfield Zoo in 1996, when a 3-year-old boy fell into the gorilla habitat. The story repeated itself as Binti Wa, a female gorilla, protected the boy from the other gorillas and even carried him all the way to an entrance where medical personnel were waiting. The boy had to spend 4 days in the hospital to recover from the fall. Binti Wa got loads of attention from visitors who gave her and her baby delicious treats almost every day. Number 8. The bear that protected a man from a lion. In spring 2012, a man decided to go hiking in the beautiful woods of Whiskey Flats in California. Everything went well, and he even saw a gorgeous bear and its little baby. As he was about to leave, he felt something jump on him from behind, pushing him to the ground. No, it wasn't a bear, it was a mountain lion. The man did his best to protect himself when the bear he'd been watching before suddenly attacked the lion. These two had a serious battle for some time until the lion fled as fast as it could. The bear simply returned to its cub, and the man successfully left the woods. He later confessed that he thinks the lion was initially planning to attack the bear, but went for him instead. Well, even the king of the jungle has to watch out for Mama Bear. Number 9. The giant sea turtle that carried a woman on its back. In 1974, a 62-year-old woman found herself in a life-or-death situation when the ship she was on was wrecked. Nonetheless, she made it home alive, thanks to a giant sea turtle who came to her rescue. As the woman later said, she saw the turtle coming her way and grabbed its shell to survive. As a result, she ended up on the turtle's back until she found another ship and was pulled out of the water. But the most amazing thing is that the turtle carried the woman for 2 whole days, even though it needed to go underwater to get food. The turtle basically starved to save a woman's life. Witnesses also claim that after the woman got on the ship, the turtle swam in circles near the ship for some time, as if it was trying to make sure that everything was fine. Only then did it go underwater. Which one of these stories surprised you the most? Tell us in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe. Stay on the bright side.